Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am a couple of months behind on opening my Owl Crate box, so let's open one and I'll tell you about a book. I am almost 100% sure that I have talked about The Girl in Red by Christina Henry somewhere. Was that a TikTok? Was it a YouTube? Was it an Instagram? I don't know, but I can't find it. I don't see where I've posted about it. So I'm going to tell you about The Girl in Red by Christina Henry. A couple weeks ago, I read several books in a row that turned out to be werewolves. In fact, I'm pretty sure that one of them will be the next video I post, No Gods, No Monsters by Cadwell Turnbull, I think. I didn't do it on purpose. I read Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison because I did a Q&A with her as part of a book/film event out at the Little Theater. So we talked to her about that book, which is a werewolf novel, and then we watched Ginger Snaps. And so then I read No Gods, No Monsters. And then I read The Girl in Red. And so it was sort of like a werewolf week for me, I guess. But one of the things that did come out of that event is that I was like, oh, we should start a horror book club. And people were like, oh, I really want to do that. So I did set up a Discord channel that has a book for each month: September, October, November, December. All horror books. I'll do another video to kind of go through what those are, hopefully within the next few days. But there are also channels set up for fantasy, sci-fi, blah, blah, blah. Really, it's a genre fiction channel server. So feel free to join that. The link lives where links live, in my link tree. And the name of it is Genre Snaps. Get it? Because we watch Ginger Snaps. Genre fiction. Oh, so clever, so clever. Anyway, The Girl in Red by Christina Henry. I'm pretty sure that all of Christina Henry's books are fairy tale retellings or reimaginings or whatever. So The Girl in Red is a Little Red Riding Hood inspired story. Our main character, whose name I've already forgotten, is living with her parents and her brother kind of away from town. They are like university professors or something like that. And she is a little bit of an outcast. Actually, it might be because she's in the middle of a predominantly white area and they're a black family. Or maybe it's a mixed family. I'm trying not to get it confused with this other book that I was reading called Burn by Patrick Ness. That might have also had some miscegenation stuff in it. Anyways, our main character in Girl in Red, she loves horror movies and she's kind of obsessed with survival and those kinds of things. And a virus breaks out and she starts planning what's going to happen when the family needs to evacuate. And everybody else thinks that she's paranoid. And of course, the virus spreads and her parents get sick. They all decide that they need to trek through the woods because it doesn't make sense to go on the roads. The roads are going to be blocked. They're going to trek through the woods to get to their grandmother's house far, far away in a whole nother state. Because she knows about like how this stuff usually happens and how people usually survive horror movies and horror books, she's got all of these plans and nobody really wants to listen to her. Nobody's really paying attention to her. But she ends up on the road alone, trying to get to her grandmother's house. there's no actual wolf, but it's really more about the wolfishness of people and trying to really stay clear of the living, never mind the people who have the viral infection. There's also a weird sort of like sci-fi overlap thing that never really gets resolved, so it's unclear what's going on with that, but I think it's kind of part of the Little Red Riding Hood lore is about like a body horror thing. Like think about the man, the woodcutter coming in and cutting the wolf open. So there's stuff that kind of is included that I think is meant to mirror or reflect some of that lore, but doesn't necessarily tie in very well with the rest of the story. I enjoyed it. It was fun. On my non-purposeful werewolf week, it was a pretty good book to include, even though there were no werewolves. I just want to tell you that because I was disappointed because the cover has a very clear wolf on it. She doesn't even have a dog. Anyway, if you read it or have read it, make sure you tell me what you thought about it and what you think about the I don't want to spoil it. Tell me what you think about it, I guess. Okay, so this owl crate, I think it's the oldest of the two that I have, but let's check it out. Nope, it's August, and it's August right now, which means that one is probably July's. But I'll go ahead. We'll go ahead. We will just open this one. So the theme is through the season. Again, it is August. August box. Once again, I did not plan for the garbage. And once again, I set the spoiler card down without paying attention to my damn self. Okay, so the first item is the enamel pin. I think all owl crates in the history of the world always include an enamel pin, but this year for 2023, all of them look like books, and the series is called Treasured Tomes. So this one is the 8th Treasured Tome enamel pin. Each month box will include a book-styled pin featuring in-universe references to many beloved books and fandoms. This one is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. And enter the world of fairies if you can find them. So it's hard to see because of the glare. It says Encyclopedia of Fairies. Very cool. I have not pinned all of them on anything yet, which is just sheer ridiculousness. But they're sitting in a box because I have lots of boxes. Next item. I don't know what this is. It snaps. Oh, tabs. I love tabs. The front says, "This is what you must remember. The ending of one story is just the beginning of another." And on the back, it says, "Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Death is the fifth and master of all." So let's see if we can find out what the hell that's about. For the dedicated annotator, which we all know I am not, I suck at annotating. This item is sure to elevate your reading experience. Our annotation kit allows for annotating your favorite quotes without having to highlight in the book. Inspired by the 5th season, this item was designed by Riddle and Ravens and Teresa Chen. All right, let's go for this next. Sounds like it's tin as opposed to ceramic, which is what I would have guessed. Ooh. It is tin, I think. Our next item is sure to bring you closer to the land of the fairy. Our Court of Thorns and Roses inspired tin is beautifully designed by Toman Dennis and features art depicting each of the 7 courts in the series, the Court of Thorns and Roses series. Have I read that? I don't think I have. Fiction Bath Company brings the autumn season to life with this solid perfume inspired by an enchantment of ravens. It is vegan and holds scents of bergamot and autumn woods. Wear this before a walk through the fall forests or on a cozy day of reading. That's very nice. I am a bergamot girly. I'll admit it. I'll claim it. I'll take that on. Okay, and then this is a story doorway. So there's been a series going on. I just put my other story doorway up at work. Enter a new fantastical world with our next story doorway. Designed with love by Ice Wreath, this item is inspired by the Chronicles of Narnia. Travel far and wide and display them on your shelves in front of book spines or stacks, or as a bookend to hold the many other stories you love to wander through. I love these. These are maybe one of my favorite Owl Crate series ideas so far. Oh, the sun's shining right on it. You see it? Oh, love the light post. Courage, dear heart. Okay, and then last but not least, before the sun invades my space, is the book. Omen of Ice by Juice Accardo. When a fae falls in love, it's forever. It's gorgeous. And I gotta tell you, the wrapping, the sleeves, what are they called? Dust jackets on the Owl Crate books have been outstanding lately. Our lives cannot stop. They will all be watching us, is what it says on the back. See if I can get it closer without the sunlight blinding you. Love it. Okay. Edges are sprayed. Ooh, look at that. Love that. The quote on the back, when a fae falls in love, it's forever. So that was on the front. The embossing is blue. And let's read what it's about. I love this picture. If I can get it under the light. Nope. All right, here's the summary. Keltania Toon has spent her whole life training to become a bodyguard for a winter fae. It's the highest of honors for a druid. Only when Tanya arrives at the winter court for the first time, nothing is what she expected. Her assignment is the heir to the throne, Valen, and he doesn't want her protection. In fact, he wants her gone, yesterday. But Tanya will not compromise, even if he is the most arrogant jackass she's ever met, because something isn't right in the winter court. Everyone has secrets, from the Winter Lord to the kitchen maids to the rising faction that wants the prince dead. No one is who they seem, and now it's up to Tanya to keep her sacred oath and protect Valen, even when his smart mouth makes her skate the razor-thin edge between love and hate. But the more she gets to know him, the more she realizes his secret is the biggest of all and might just get them both killed. I would read that, for sure. Hopefully I will read it. One of the books that I got from Owl Crate, I loved the cover, loved the description of it. So I checked it out from the library, of course, because I like to limit how much hand juice gets on my special editions. And I am so glad that I read it. I think it was called Something in the Buried. I have no idea where it is because it's probably flipped backwards somewhere. But I really liked it a lot. Top read for 2023, probably. Oh, The Buried and the Bound is what it was called. It's the cover is gorgeous, the inside is gorgeous, but I read a library copy. The other one that I really want to read, that was an Crate edition that I have, is Poison Season. So hopefully I will get to that sometime before the end of my lifetime. Okay. Catch you on the next one.